Good morning and welcome to my vlog, Wisdom for Today. And I'm so glad you came to spend a little time with me. For the month of November, for the next 2 weeks, I just want to talk about things that God has given us that we need to be thankful for. And then the week of Thanksgiving, I want to read to you one of the presidential proclamations like I've been doing for the last 4 years. In my personal quiet time this morning, while I was counting my blessings, and I intentionally do that in the evening or in the morning. If I don't do that, I know myself, and I will only look on the things that are bad. And I want to look on that which is good so that I can serve God well and not become too discouraged or cynical. And while I was thanking God for the things that He gave me, I thought of my greatest thanksgiving is that I'm God's child. That kind of rung home to me today, so I wanted to share it with you. And I thought of this Bible verse. How great is the love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called the children of God. And that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that the world does not know Him. And I thought of a biological child and what they receive from their parents. And as I went on thinking, I thought even adopted children take these from their parents. And these are things that we have a relationship with God. The first thing is their traits. If it's a biological child, you'll take on their physical traits. If it's an adopted child, you may take on their physical mannerisms, how they clean the kitchen, how they walk, how they move, because you use them to learn to do those things. As Christians, we take on God's traits, the traits that this world is for eternity. Our life is for eternity. It's not just in this short span. And so we need to see things from an eternal perspective. I pray that I take on the trait of love, because God is love. And that I see people as created in God's image and not as just mere hindrances to something I want or something to use. I pray I see the world tenderly as Jesus did and saw the crowds and cried, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. And I pray I see the world through the eyes of Jesus when He says, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Something that can be tolerant of people's faults, but not to an extreme, but just enough that not to judge them and leave them out of the gates of grace of Jesus Christ. What does a child take from their parents? It takes its values. And as Christians, we value redemption. As Christians, we value humanity. Again, because it's created in God's image. And we value the lost. We value the lost sheep. We'll leave the 99 to get that one. And we value the life that was given to us as a stewardship, knowing one day we have to report to the Master. And last of all, to be a child, a good child of a parent, we carry out that parent's legacy. There's many stories of people who were building bridges and they couldn't finish it, so the children finished it, or businesses that was handed on from the parent to the child to the grandchild. Our legacy is the gospel of Jesus Christ, and what a beautiful legacy that is. It's a legacy of being set free. It's a legacy of not bearing this world by your own, but casting your cares upon Jesus, for He cares for you. It's a legacy of being protected by Him and having the courage to go on and do things when we don't feel protected because He is by our side. What a lovely thing to be thankful for. We are a child of God. And as we gather at Thanksgiving tables and we see nieces and nephews and babies, and we see the beauty that happens often between a child and a parent, or even the annoyances that happen between a child and a parent, let's think about the beautiful relationship we have with God the Father. And even when it's annoying, we have this great shelter. Yes, the world may not understand us, and Christians are often misunderstood when they stand up for righteousness. But keep standing up, because God the Father, our Father, is depending on us to carry out His legacy with the power of the Holy Spirit. I hope to see you in church this Sunday. God's blessings and have a good day.